My child, before you scroll away, listen carefully. A message has been placed before you, and it is not here by accident. The title caught your attention because it speaks the language of opportunity, wealth, and sudden change. Yet I want you to understand something deeper. When you hear a name associated with great success, innovation, or influence, do not focus only on money. Think about what people chase when they hear such names. They chase possibility. They chase transformation. They chase the belief that tomorrow can be different from today. That is why you are here. Not because someone has literally placed $1 billion into your hands, but because your heart has been searching for evidence that your life can change. I am speaking to that hunger today. I am speaking to the part of you that has been waiting for a breakthrough, wondering if your season of struggle will ever end. You have spent nights carrying burdens that nobody else could see. You smiled in front of others while quietly fighting battles within. There were moments when disappointment became a familiar companion. You prayed for answers and heard only silence. You worked hard and saw little reward. You gave kindness and sometimes received rejection. Yet through every difficult chapter, I remained beside you. Even when you questioned whether I was listening, I was guiding steps you could not see. The reason this message is reaching you now is because I want to remind you that your value has never been determined by your bank account, your job title, your social status, or the opinions of people around you. Your value comes from who you are in my eyes. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. You are deeply known and deeply loved. Many people hear the phrase $1 billion and immediately imagine freedom. They imagine every problem disappearing overnight. But my child, the greatest wealth has always been larger than numbers. The richest person is not necessarily the one with the most money. The richest person is the one who possesses peace when storms arise, faith when uncertainty appears, and hope when darkness surrounds them. Today, if this message speaks to your heart, type Amen in the comments and share it with someone who needs encouragement. Sometimes a simple act of faith and kindness becomes the very thing that helps another person keep moving forward. What you give away in hope often returns multiplied in unexpected ways. Let your presence here become a source of light for someone else. I want to reveal something that many people miss. The enemy of your peace is not always failure. Sometimes it is comparison. You look at the success of others and wonder why your journey seems slower. You see people advancing while you feel stuck. You see doors opening for them while you remain waiting. Yet, comparison has a way of stealing gratitude from the present and replacing it with frustration. Remember this. I am writing a story for your life that does not need to look exactly like anyone else's story. What appears delayed may actually be preparation. What feels like waiting may actually be growth. The roots of a strong tree develop long before the fruit appears. Your season of unseen development is not wasted. Every lesson, every challenge, and every moment of endurance is preparing you for what comes next. Consider the title again. Imagine Elon Musk not as a literal person sending money, but as a symbol of worldly achievement. People see wealth, influence, and innovation and assume that possessing those things alone will satisfy the soul. Yet history repeatedly shows that external success cannot replace inner peace. My child, I desire to bless you with more than temporary excitement. I want to cultivate wisdom within you. I want to strengthen your character. I want to deepen your faith. Because if someone gains everything the world celebrates but loses their sense of purpose, they remain empty. Real abundance begins inside. It begins when you understand who you are, why you are here, and how deeply you are loved. When those truths become rooted in your heart, circumstances lose their power to define you. There are opportunities approaching your life that you cannot yet see. Some will arrive through conversations. Others will come through unexpected relationships, fresh ideas, new responsibilities, or doors opening at the right time. Stay attentive. Stay teachable. Stay willing to move when guidance appears. If this message is encouraging you today, consider subscribing, sharing, and leaving a comment declaring, "I choose faith over fear." Your words may encourage another person who feels alone in their journey. Community matters. Encouragement matters. Hope matters. Never underestimate how one message, one conversation, or one act of kindness can influence a life forever. You have been praying for change, but sometimes change begins with perspective. A person can stand in the middle of a field full of blessings and still feel poor because they are focused on what they lack. Another person can possess very little and yet feel rich because they recognize the gifts already surrounding them. Gratitude does not ignore challenges. Gratitude simply refuses to let challenges become the entire story. Today, look around carefully. Notice the people who care about you. Notice the lessons you have learned. Notice the strength you have developed through adversity. Notice the opportunities that remain available to you. Every one of these is evidence that your story is still unfolding. You are not standing at the end. You are standing in the middle of a chapter whose conclusion has not yet been written. I know there are areas where you feel weary. Some dreams seem distant. Some prayers appear unanswered. Some wounds still ache when nobody is looking. But I want you to hear this clearly. Delay is not always denial. There are moments when timing matters more than speed. A seed planted today does not become a tree tomorrow. Growth takes place beneath the surface, long before visible results appear. The same is true in your life. Progress is happening even when evidence seems limited. Trust the process. Trust the lessons. Trust the preparation. Every challenge you have endured has developed resilience that will serve you in seasons ahead. What feels hidden now will eventually become visible. Many people are searching for a miracle while overlooking the miracle of becoming stronger. They want immediate answers, instant success, and effortless breakthroughs. Yet some of the greatest transformations occur gradually. They happen one decision at a time, one act of courage at a time, one prayer at a time, one step forward at a time. If you receive this message today, type "I am growing" in the comments and share it with someone who needs a reminder that progress is still progress, even when it feels slow. Every journey toward purpose is built from consistent steps. Celebrate those steps. Honor them. They matter more than you realize. My child, there is a difference between chasing wealth and building value. Wealth can appear and disappear. Value creates lasting impact. Focus on becoming the kind of person who brings wisdom, kindness, integrity, and excellence into every environment. When you become valuable in character, your influence expands naturally. People are drawn to authenticity. They are drawn to reliability. They are drawn to genuine compassion. The world often celebrates appearance, but I look at the heart. Invest in what lasts. Develop patience. Strengthen your faith. Grow in understanding. These treasures cannot be stolen by circumstances. They remain with you regardless of external conditions. There are voices around you that say you are too late, too broken, too inexperienced, or too ordinary. Those voices do not speak truth. Remember how many extraordinary stories began with people whom others underestimated. Great journeys often start in humble places. Significant impact frequently emerges from unlikely beginnings. Do not allow the limitations others place on you to become the boundaries of your future. You are capable of learning, adapting, growing, and contributing more than you currently imagine. Refuse to define yourself by your lowest moments. Refuse to let past mistakes become permanent labels. Growth remains available to you. The title of this message speaks of claiming something before it is gone. Here's what I want you to claim today. Claim your purpose. Claim your courage. Claim your willingness to keep moving forward despite uncertainty. Claim the truth that your life carries meaning. These gifts are more valuable than any number written on a check. And if this message is strengthening your spirit, take a moment to like, subscribe, and share it with others who need encouragement. Every act of sharing can become a pathway through which hope reaches another heart. Sometimes the blessing you seek becomes greater when you help distribute hope to others. Too often, people wait for perfect conditions before taking action. They say they will begin when fear disappears, when confidence arrives, or when circumstances improve. Yet growth rarely begins under perfect conditions. Growth begins when a person chooses faith despite uncertainty. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward while fear is present. Think about how many opportunities would be missed if everyone waited until they felt completely ready. The path ahead may not be fully visible, but the next step often is. Take that step, then take another. Momentum develops through movement. You may not realize how much progress you have already made. Because you live inside your journey every day, it can be difficult to recognize growth. Yet compare who you are today with who you were years ago. Notice the lessons you have learned. Notice the strength you have gained. Notice the wisdom that came through experiences you once wished to avoid. Even painful seasons have contributed something meaningful to your development. Nothing has been entirely wasted. I can use every chapter, every challenge, and every setback to produce growth that serves a greater purpose. There are people watching this message who feel as though life has passed them by. They believe their greatest opportunities belong to the past. But I want to remind you that new beginnings are not limited by age, background, or previous mistakes. Fresh chapters remain possible. New opportunities remain possible. New relationships remain possible. New growth remains possible. If you believe your story is still being written, type "My best chapter is ahead" in the comments and encourage someone else with those same words. Hope grows stronger when it is shared. Faith becomes more visible when it is expressed. The world often measures success through accumulation. It counts possessions, achievements, and recognition. Yet the deepest measure of success includes the lives you influence, the kindness you demonstrate, and the integrity you maintain when nobody is watching. One day, many of the things people chase will fade. What remains is character. What remains is love. What remains is the impact you leave behind. Build a life that reflects these values. Build a life that creates light rather than merely attracting attention. As you move forward from this message, release the belief that you must have everything figured out before taking the next step. Trust that wisdom can grow. Trust that understanding can increase. Trust that guidance can appear along the journey. Some doors will close. Others will open. Some plans will change. Others will exceed your expectations. Flexibility is not weakness. It is part of growth. Stay open to possibilities. Stay committed to learning. Stay anchored in hope. When people hear the phrase $1 billion, they think about extraordinary value. Today, I want you to remember that your life possesses extraordinary value, not because of what you own, but because of who you are. Your existence matters. Your choices matter. Your influence matters. The kindness you show matters. The encouragement you give matters. If this message has spoken to your heart, subscribe, share it, and leave an amen below so others can find this encouragement too. Together, a community of hope can become a source of strength for countless people who need it. My child, do not leave this moment believing you missed some secret fortune. Instead, leave knowing something far greater. You are not forgotten. Your journey is not over. Your potential is not exhausted. Your future is not sealed by your past. Continue walking forward with faith, wisdom, and courage. Continue developing the gifts within you. Continue believing that meaningful growth remains possible. The greatest treasure you can claim today is the understanding that your life has purpose, your story has value, and your future still holds possibilities waiting to unfold. Hold on to that truth. Carry it into tomorrow. And remember, the most powerful breakthrough begins the moment you recognize the worth that has been inside you all along. The journey ahead of you may not always look like the picture you once imagined, but that does not mean it is without purpose. Sometimes the greatest transformations happen quietly, away from the applause of others. A tree does not announce the moment its roots become stronger. A sunrise does not reveal all the work that happened during the night. In the same way, your growth may be invisible to people around you, but it is still happening. I see the moments when you chose patience instead of anger. I see the moments when you chose kindness even after being hurt. I see the times when you continued walking even though you felt tired. Those moments are not small. They are evidence of a heart that is becoming stronger. Do not measure your progress only by what the world can see. Measure it by the person you are becoming. There are blessings that arrive in forms you do not immediately recognize. Sometimes an unanswered prayer protects you from a path that would have harmed you. Sometimes a closed door redirects you towards something better. Sometimes a delay gives you the wisdom needed to handle what you were asking for. You may have wondered why certain things did not happen according to your plans, but remember that your vision is limited, while my understanding sees beyond the present moment. I know the roads you cannot see. I know the opportunities hidden beyond your current circumstances. Continue walking with faith. Continue building your character. The foundation you create today will support the future you are preparing to enter. Your story is still moving forward, even when the pages seem quiet. If this message is bringing peace to your heart today, write "I trust the journey" in the comments and share this message with someone who may need encouragement. A simple reminder can become a powerful source of hope for another person. You never know who is silently fighting a battle and searching for a reason to continue. Your kindness, your words, and your willingness to spread encouragement can become a light in someone else's difficult moment. Let this message travel beyond you. Let hope reach places you may never personally see. Sometimes the smallest act of love creates the biggest impact. You have spent enough time believing that your worth depends on what you achieve. The world often teaches people to measure themselves by possessions, followers, titles, and recognition. But those things can change quickly. What remains constant is the heart you carry, the compassion you show, the honesty you practice, the love you give when nobody is watching. These are the treasures that cannot be taken away. A person may lose material things and still rebuild. A person may face setbacks and still rise. But a person who protects their spirit and keeps their heart filled with hope carries a strength that circumstances cannot destroy. Your greatest investment is becoming someone who reflects goodness in every season. There are moments when you may feel like everyone else is receiving their breakthrough while you remain in the waiting room. You see others celebrating while you are still struggling. But do not assume someone else's timeline is your timeline. Every person walks a different road. Every story unfolds differently. The flower that blooms first is not always the strongest flower. The tallest tree is not always the oldest tree. Do not rush what is being developed within you. Some blessings require preparation because they carry responsibilities. Some opportunities require wisdom because they have the power to influence many lives. The waiting season is not empty. It is where strength, patience, and understanding are formed. Your mind is powerful, and what you repeatedly believe shapes how you move through life. If you constantly tell yourself that you are defeated, you will struggle to notice the possibilities around you. But when you fill your heart with faith, you begin to see new paths. This does not mean ignoring challenges. It means refusing to allow challenges to become the only thing you see. If you believe that hope still exists for you, comment "Hope is alive" and share this with someone who needs a reminder today. Your words may become the encouragement someone needed during a difficult hour. A community built on faith and kindness can create a place where people feel seen and supported. There will be times when you are asked to step into something unfamiliar. New opportunities often require courage because they challenge old versions of yourself. You may wonder if you are capable. You may question whether you have enough experience. But remember, growth rarely happens inside comfort zones. Every person who has achieved something meaningful once stood at the beginning, uncertain and learning. Do not compare your first steps to someone else's finished journey. Give yourself permission to grow. Give yourself permission to learn. Give yourself permission to become. The person you are today is not the final version of who you are meant to be. I want you to understand that true abundance is not only about receiving, it is also about becoming a person who can give. A heart filled with gratitude naturally becomes generous. This generosity is not only about money, it is about time, encouragement, forgiveness, patience, and compassion. Some of the richest moments in life happen when one person helps another. A kind word can restore someone's confidence. A listening ear can bring comfort. A small gesture can remind someone they matter. Never underestimate the influence you carry. You may not realize it, but your presence can change the atmosphere around you. Walk into the world carrying light. The message you clicked on may have started with a powerful idea about receiving something extraordinary. But the deeper truth is about recognizing the extraordinary potential already within you. The greatest gift is not found outside of yourself. It begins with understanding your purpose and choosing to live with intention. If this message has touched your spirit, like this video, subscribe for more uplifting messages and comment, "I am ready for my next chapter." Let your words become a declaration of faith and courage. Let others see that they are not alone in their journey. Your engagement helps this message reach people who may be searching for hope. There are people who have convinced themselves that their mistakes define them forever. They carry old memories like heavy chains. They replay failures and believe those moments are the complete story of who they are. But a mistake is a chapter, not the entire book. A difficult season is a moment, not your identity. Every person has moments they wish they could change. Yet wisdom often comes from experiences that were not easy. The lessons you gain through hardship may become the very things that allow you to help others later. Your scars can become reminders of survival and strength. Do not allow fear to make your decisions for you. Fear often speaks loudly because it wants to protect you from uncertainty. But if you allow it to control every choice, you may miss opportunities meant for your growth. Courage is built through small actions. It begins when you take one step despite doubt, then another, then another. Over time, those steps become evidence that you are stronger than the fears that once held you back. You do not need to know every detail of the road ahead. Sometimes you only need enough faith for the next step. If you are receiving this message at a moment when you need strength, type, "I will keep going," and share it with a friend who needs encouragement. Your simple action may remind someone that their life still has meaning and their future still holds possibilities. Messages of hope are powerful because they connect hearts together. You never know who is silently asking for reassurance. You never know whose day may change because you chose to spread kindness. Let this moment become more than a video you watched. Let it become a reminder that you can be a source of encouragement. There are seasons where you will need to release old expectations. You may have imagined your life looking a certain way by a certain time, and when reality looks different, disappointment appears. But sometimes the path that unfolds is wiser than the path you planned. A river does not stop flowing because it encounters a stone. It changes direction and continues forward. You can do the same. Adaptation is a form of strength. Changing your approach does not mean abandoning your dreams. It means allowing wisdom to guide your steps. Stay open, stay patient, stay willing to learn from each season. Remember that every person carries unseen struggles. Someone who appears successful may still be searching for peace. Someone who appears confident may still have fears they hide. This is why compassion matters. Do not judge a person's entire story by one visible chapter. Everyone is fighting battles that are not always obvious. When you choose kindness, you create a world where people feel less alone. The greatest impact is often created through simple moments of understanding. A person may forget what you said, but they may never forget how you made them feel. The future is not something you simply wait for. It is something you participate in creating through your choices today. The habits you build, the thoughts you nurture, and the actions you take all contribute to the person you become. If this message has encouraged you, subscribe, share it, and write "My future is filled with purpose" in the comments. Your words can inspire someone else to believe again. A hopeful community grows when people choose to encourage instead of discourage, to lift instead of criticize, and to spread light instead of fear. My child, as this message comes to an end, remember the deeper meaning behind every symbol of success and every dream of abundance. The greatest treasure is not a number, a possession, or a moment of recognition. The greatest treasure is a heart that knows it is loved, a mind that continues to grow, and a spirit that refuses to give up. Walk forward with confidence. Carry hope into your relationships. Carry kindness into your decisions. Carry faith into your uncertain moments. The chapter ahead of you may surprise you. New opportunities may appear. New lessons may arrive. New strength may awaken within you. Keep moving. Keep believing. Keep becoming the person you were created to be.